particularly for the website, is going to require ongoing management because you're going to have people making inquiries, making requests. You're going to have technical issues with the site. You're going to need people, although that would need guidance in terms of how to get access to some of the training and how to make it work. There's a chat facility as well, and people will make on real-time queries. So you're going to need somebody to manage it in an ongoing way. So the only real thing that we're going to add is to, in time, establish that foundation to really pull the funds in that is necessary. Everything else is in place and already up and running. And again, these are some of the facilities I will provide. As I said, you're going to have business training, free online business training. If you want to go as a small potential business person, you know where to find free training in terms of accounting. You could go on and find free training in terms of marketing. And actually, some of these sites give you an actual certificate, so you don't have to go button and bump around the internet. We're going to make it very easy and accessible for you. We're going to pull all that information into one space to make it very easy, very accessible for you. Information access, we have information upon so many different things. We have research, we have the policy dimension in there as well. We are pulling together all these strategy papers from across the region. We are putting them there in one space. We are pulling together all the critical research in terms of gender and development. We are putting it into one space as well. Mentorship and advice, we're going to have online mentorship, so you're going to be able to talk to your mentors online. We have already began to register mentors from across the region who are willing to come on board and support the project. So you already have mentors who will be there assigned to specific people, and they can talk to them online. So you can have a mentor in Barbados who's supporting someone in Grenada, and all you need to do is to go online, talk to your person one-on-one. You don't need to move, you don't need to catch a plane, you don't need to take up a phone. It's all free, it's all accessible. Technical support in terms of it's one of the components of the project, and this is a more physical thing, in that we are already providing women in the 3 countries with initial technical support, small things like business cards, flyers, and stuff. There's a space for advertising, that's one of the components where we're going to try to pull some money in for the site. And linkages to key agencies. We have all the gender agencies across the region listed on the site, but you can contact them in terms of if you want information, anything to do with gender and development. We have all of them listed, all the key agencies, all the key international agencies working in the area of gender, the key regional agencies working in the area of gender and development. Yeah. Again, this is just some of the direct support going to women. This is just where the center is located. This is some of the actions that will be happening: administrative planning, there's a resource library, and the hardware that will be used to satellite in terms of the training and support. This is one of the other components we were looking at. In terms of rolling the project out, we had to look for strategic partners on the ground. In Grenada, we're working through Brian Porter. Anyone who knows the region will know Brian Porter, Julie Williams. And in Dominica, we're working through the Dominica Youth Environmental Association, and that is Terry Raymond. But in rolling the project out, we recognize that there are some weaknesses in our partners, and we therefore recognize the need to build the capacity of our NGO partners on the ground. Because apart from the 2 main key partners, which is DYEN and Bencoda, we also had to work with several other NGO and private sector agencies on the ground. And we recognize that there's some capacity gaps which we really have to look at and work on. And we envision, as we spread out into the rest of the OECS, that this is an issue that will continue, that we will have to look at. So this is another component of the project, to continue to work with those agencies that are working with vulnerable women to build their capacity. This, because we are paying specific and special interest to market support. And this is important to Lisa and to the other agencies who are working in the area of export promotion, and we'll expand on it a little later when I talk about partnerships. But why this is important? Because we're talking about developing businesses which have export potential. At the end of the day, we don't want to build small businesses and keep businesses small. If you're talking about moving persons out of poverty, if you're talking about building up the livelihoods of persons, then we have to talk about businesses that have growth potential. At the end of the day, it can only serve the region well that we have businesses that have growth potential. So it means we have to begin looking at the issues that are critical to market, the businesses that have market potential.